Welcome to Monday Morning Quarterback. I am your host, Youth One's Ryan Oliver, and today I am excited because I have one of the rising stars from the 2027 class, quarterback Justin Dixon, joining me. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Justin, I'm really excited to have you on. I want to start here. We just put out our Elite 101 rankings, and you are a part of that Elite 101 rankings. So we rank the top 101 eighth grade athletes. Do you know what your ranking is? Are you aware?
I don't know what my ranking is, but I know I was on the list.
Okay, so I'm gonna break it to you right here on Monday Morning Quarterback. So you were ranked 54th overall in your class. And I'm really excited that you're a part of our rankings. You're honestly one of the last athletes I evaluated. I just stumbled across your film and I said, okay, like wow, like this guy has a buzz growing in Maryland as probably the top youth quarterback in the Maryland area, and I was really impressed with what I saw. How does it feel to know that you're ranked among the top of the top in your class? Does it feel like the hard work that you're putting in is paying off?
Yes, it does. I mean, I work hard for a lot of stuff I get, so it's a blessing, honestly. But I try to lead the people, let the people decide what that means. I just work hard on myself in the game I play. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Justin, I feel like I do a every year I do a under the radar gems from our Elite 101, and I put about five or six athletes together. I think like this athlete for some reason I feel like isn't getting as much attention as they should, and you're going to be on that list because I looked at a lot of film for quarterbacks and I said, why isn't this guy on the top of QB hit lists rankings or where did some of these other places? Because you're definitely one of the top quarterbacks in your class. Like that's no question. Definitely one of the top quarterbacks on the East Coast that I've seen from an eighth grader. So keep putting in that hard work, man. I just want to congratulate you on making the Elite 101, but I want to get to know you a little bit more as we continue this interview. Tell me a little bit about how long you've been playing quarterback and what you love about playing the position.
well, I've been playing quarterback since I was 6. I would say, yeah. I've been throwing the ball since about 7. So I mean, it's really fun experience, especially when you get older because now you get to lead a team, you get
Yeah.
to be the quarterback. You know, you got the ball in your hands every play almost. So you just,
Yeah, I can tell watching your film that you kind of have a natural confidence. Am I right in that? I feel like you have a natural confidence to make like tough throws and things like that that are kind of beyond your age. Am I where does that confidence come from? Am I right that that's something you have?
yeah, I do have a lot of confidence because I know I'm prepared for everything
Yeah.
as far as practicing well. You know, and watching film on the teams we play, knowing their tendencies, knowing what they like to run. So I just think when preparation comes to confidence.
Tell me a little bit about the work that you are putting in. I know that a lot of times people think that these athletes just go out there and play, and there's a lot of work that you're saying that you're putting in behind the scenes. Tell me a little bit about that work that goes into it, so you can ball out on game day, and how you're feeling about your game overall right now.
We practice almost every day, so I know we work on the plays in practice, and out in the summers I work at F1 out here in Baltimore, so I try to keep my body right, and I'm okay with my game right now. I obviously got to get better in some aspects, but think I'm able to understand the game and lead a team.
Absolutely. I think one of the attributes or part of your skill set that really stood out to me was your ability to throw the ball down the field. I felt like was kind of beyond your years in terms of the arm strength that you have and the ability to fit the ball into spots that aren't always easy for youth quarterbacks. In your own words, I just gave you my opinion of your some of your strengths. What are your strengths in your own words?
Accuracy, yeah, and arm strength, as you said. Um, I know I can make every throw. I
Yeah.
mean, and arm strength, I like to throw the ball down the field, so it's fun. Yeah, and I always had arm strength, but accuracy came a little later. Like when I was 10, I worked with with the quarterback coach of my 12U team, and he helped me with the accuracy part. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, shout out to the coaches that kind of guided you along the way to get you to where you're at now. I know you still feel like you got a ways to go, but you're doing a great job, and then the work that you're putting in speaks for itself. Tell me, the team or teams that you currently play for and where they're located.
I play with the Hamilton Tigers out here in Baltimore, Maryland. So yeah, that's the only team I play for right now.
Okay.
And then
Awesome.
here, so
What was that last part you said? I'm sorry.
I'll be going to high school next year.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Do you know where you're going to high school?
No, not yet, but
Okay.
by the time next year I'll be in it. So
Yeah, I got you. All right, cool. Well, when next, in a year when we do another interview or something like that, we'll catch up on where you're going to high school and things like that. I'm sure things will really pick up for you over the next year in terms of how you're going to keep growing and developing and things like that. And obviously, going to high school is a big step for you. Tell me a little bit about your leadership style, Justin. Are you more of a lead by example type, or more of a vocal leader, or a combination of both?
Um, Early on, I was more of a lead by example type, but as I get older, I'm learning that I have to be vocal and lead by example. So right now, I'll say I'm still a little more lead by example, but I'm getting better with the vocal part.
Yeah, and I feel like that comes with age. Like as you're growing up. What are you, 13?
Yeah, I'm 13.
Yeah, you're only 13 years old, so you got plenty of time to kind of to grow into that voice. And I feel like, especially with quarterbacks, that'll naturally come the more more experience you get and things like that. So it's good to see you're kind of working on the vocal aspect, and leading by example is great for now. I want to ask you about your attributes that you bring to a team. What do you feel like you bring to your locker room in terms of attributes?
Football IQ and leadership. I know the game. I still work to know more about the game,
Yeah,
and then leadership. I always try to be a good teammate, help out the players. Receivers who don't know what they got at the moment, help them out. So just knowing the game and then being a leader.
absolutely. Justin, if I come to a game where Justin Dixon is playing quarterback and I've never seen you play before, what can I expect to see from
It's gonna be a show. we gonna we like to throw the ball down the field, very accurate quarterback, poised quarterback, quick decision making, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. And it's always cool to see like young quarterbacks that can make big throws. I feel like you go to games sometimes with young quarterbacks and it's like all they do is run the ball, you know what I mean? In some youth offenses. So it's really cool when you go and you see a quarterback that kind of impresses you and you're like, wow, he can really throw the football, down the field. So I think you're definitely one of those quarterbacks. And I'm excited for your future. Like just watching your film, I feel like you have so much upside, to be a big time quarterback. You're putting in the work, so I'm excited for your future. So keep pushing yourself and keep grinding. I want to ask you a little bit about off the field stuff. What are some things you like to do aside from playing football?
Gaming, and then I like to cook. I actually want to own my own restaurant when I get older after football. So
Oh, that's awesome. What's like something you like to cook? What do you enjoy cooking?
I enjoy cooking pasta and steak. Yeah, that's
Oh
pretty much
wow,
it. Too.
you making me hungry now. I haven't eaten all day, so I'm thinking that sounds good. What kind of pasta? Do you mind me asking?
Alfredo, and then I
Okay.
like to cook. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's really. I feel like quarterbacks have the coolest hobby. Like I talked to one quarterback who liked to dance, and I was caught off guard by that. I was like, that's so interesting. Like and I wouldn't have guessed that cooking was something that you like to do. So I think that's really cool that that's something that you like to do in your free time. If so, you're gaming. What game are you throwing on if you get some free time?
Madden is the go-to right now, and I play okay every once in a while, but I'm a Madden guy.
I got you. Okay, awesome. Let me ask you about your goals. Let's shift gears back to football a little bit. What are some of your short-term goals for yourself in regards to football, and maybe some long-term goals?
Well, short term, I want to make sure I pick the right high school for my fit and academically and athletically. And then long term, I want to play in a Power Five school and hopefully go pro after that. So yeah,
Absolutely, and it sounds like you're putting in the work to make that happen. So I think the sky's the limit. The talent's there. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, man. I want to ask you: is there anything else you feel like you want people to know about you? Anything else I should know?
I'm a competitive guy and I like to win. So winning is like a big aspect. Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, you heard it here on Monday Morning Quarterback, 2027 quarterback Justin Dixon. Competitive, likes to win. He is a member of our Elite 101 this year, number 54 on our rankings. Justin, the sky's the limit, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep working hard. And I look forward to keeping tabs on your journey, man. Thank you for joining me on Monday Morning Quarterback.
Thank you for having me.